Okay. Okay, now paddle, 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 paddle. Good. Go, go. Ah, well, never mind. Good. Good, you're almost there. Hey, I was crap when I started too.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, but I stuck at it and I got better.
Oh, because you like surfing, Dad. This is your happy place, not mine.
Okay, fair enough.
Great. Now my humiliation is complete.
You don't need to feel humiliated.
Just because I'm over him doesn't mean I want him seeing me get dumped. He saw that the first time, when he dumped me.
Who's the woman?
No idea.
They say the older you get, the wiser you get. You'd think years on the planet plus experience multiplied by good judgment automatically equals fewer monumental mistakes. But from what I can see, there's a hell of a lot more age around than there is wisdom. When I was young, I got my wisdom from my mother. For example, when she said, "If everyone else jumped off a cliff, does that mean you have to?" I knew the correct answer, the wise answer, was no. But what if everyone else has already jumped?
Thank you.
One for you, darling.
Yes, thank you.
Ah, George. Hey, just in time for the briefing. Do you have anything you want to add to the agenda?
That this is a terrible idea and we'll never get away with it.
You tabled that motion last time.
Move on, George. Get with the program.
But what happened to honesty being the best policy?
I have to say that in its absence, George, Sean's web of deceit is actually very well put together.
Did she buy it?
At first, yes.
A conference?
Yeah, in Sydney. It's the Australasian Registered Solar Engineers...
Symposium.
Yeah.
Yeah, renewable energy is the new black, Tracy.
This coming weekend?
Yeah, we've only just found out about it.
Yeah, luckily there were spaces available. But then there was the name problem.
What name problem?
Arses.
Arses? The name of the fictitious conference that you created, Sean.
Australasian Registered Solar Engineers Symposium.
All right. Actually, as it happens, isn't that exactly what we're being?
Not helpful, George. But did she buy it?
Possibly.
Possibly? What's possibly?
Well, Woody decided to employ reverse psychology.
Nah, you're right. Tracy's right. These guys sound like a bunch of arses. And we're just going to waste the R&B money that George invested.
R&D, Woody.
Yeah, who needs development? You know, maybe we should just stay small, break even. I don't know, maybe one day down the track.
Oh, but it sounds like there's some pretty good people hosting this session.
I am flying in the expert in carbon capture from Finland.
Oh.
Yeah, but what are we gonna learn from a bunch of world experts, mate? Nah, I'm not going. I'm not doing it. And what's the point?
I think you should go.
Yeah?
Make connections, meet people. And while you're away, I can start planning my hens night.
Just a shame you missed out on the early bird registration special.
Always with the penny pinching.
You should give them the fake discount when you send them a fake invoice.
Oh, they'd be much appreciated.
We'll see. The important thing is Operation Divorce Mary is a go.
Dead straight. Dead straight hook.
Remind me why we're doing this again?
Because today is your first day of Susie McNamara Emotional Boot Camp.
You seriously think I'm going to kickbox my way back to happiness?
Well, we thought it was better than you sitting around waiting for Ike to crawl back to you. Or you to him.
Never gonna happen.
So you seen him around?
Yeah, today.
Speak to him?
He was far away on the beach with some woman.
Wow, he moves fast.
No, it wasn't like that. She was older. Maori, I think.
Older as in could have been his mother older?
Suppose.
Ngahuia.
Ngahuia?
Okay, so I'll continue to abuse my position at the council by manufacturing bogus counter information.
But isn't that what you actually do at the council?
Well, meanwhile, should we do things like book plane tickets and stuff?
Sorry, if it's real, nothing to do with me.
Ye gods, what is that smell?
Apologies for my lateness.
Oh, Monty. How much cologne are you wearing?
All of it?
That would be the smell of destiny, my dear friends and fellow conspirators, for I bring wonderful news from the outside world. Ngahuia is back.
Who's Ngahuia?
Someone you don't want to give a parking ticket to.
But everything else she wants, just hand it over.
Otherwise, you have to hide behind the counter, don't you, Sean?
Nonsense. She's an angel sent from heaven.
Oh, leave it out, Monty.
Yeah, we all know it didn't happen.
What didn't happen?
Me, Ngahuia. Midnight, New Year's Eve. The magic. And it did happen. And it'll happen again.
When you meet Ngahuia, you'll realise how improbable that was.
I saw someone down the beach this morning with Ike.
Oh, yeah, that'd be because Ngahuia is his mum.
You back off, George Turner.
What?
We all know your reputation with the ladies. You leave some for the rest of us.
Well, that's not fair. I don't even know this woman.
Since when has that stopped you?
George Turner?
Hello, George Turner. This is Ngahuia Richards, Ike's mother.
Hello?
You and I, we need to talk.
We do?
About our tamariki.
Sorry?
Our children, George.
What about them?
Best we meet in person. You busy now?
Not really.
Do you know the boat club?
Yeah, of course.
Can you meet me there?
I guess so.
Good. George, bring an open mind.
Hannah,
Boss?
please don't call me that.
Maybe one day.
This is, I presume, about your newfound desire to serve the law,
Yep.
as opposed to breaking the law.
I talked to the recruiting people,
Good start.
and they suggested to be sure I want to be a cop, maybe I should try being a civilian station support officer with my local constable.
Sensible. Try Stafford.
But I live here.
I have all the civilian support I need.
Valerie?
Indeed.
Come on, Tom. You and me working together, keeping the peace.
There is zero crime in Weld, Hannah, and that's how I like it.
It is sexist is what it is, and possibly racist. Okay, it's probably not racist, but it's definitely ageist and totally meist.
Sounds like a whole wilderness.
I mean, how could he not want this? I'm fit, I'm keen, and I'm ready to step up. What's the problem?
The fact you've been a giant pain in his bum for years?
Yeah, but that was the old me, before the life-changing experience of not even getting to the altar, let alone being left at it by your brother, who promised me the world and buggered off.
Thought you were over Terry.
I am, except when I choose not to be.
In my defense, I did warn you.
Who listens to warnings?
Absolutely no one, it would appear.
Oh, worst day ever. Kia ora, Ngahuia. I heard you were back.
Hi, Hannah. Fiona. Nice to see you again, Ngahuia. Oh, you wouldn't have met George. Yes, we've spoken.
Yeah, nice to meet you finally.
Should we get a table?
Yeah, sure.
What in the name of all things unholy does the Taniwha want with George?
She's not a monster, Hannah.
Yes, she is. She's my step-monster.
Why? Because she made you wear clothes and go to school?
Yes, all that. I wonder if Katie knows she's back.
So I put the hard word in on a few people, Sean from the council for starters, that taking on a work experience student would be a good idea. He was a bit frightened at first, but then he agreed that if the right candidate came along. I don't suppose Woody and Smiler would be in a position to take someone on for their solar panel thing.
Now that they're asses.
Sorry, is that a bit of a sore point?
No. Australasian registered solar engineers.
Oh.
Someone didn't think that all the way through. I know, right? Oh, but it shows they're taking it seriously, doesn't it? Yeah. They're even going to a conference this weekend in Australia. You're trying to picture Woody at a conference, aren't you?
Yes.
I know, me too. I mean, I love him, obviously, but he's not really what you'd call a conference guy.
Has he been to one before?
I very much doubt it.
You should go with him.
That thought had crossed my mind.
Make sure he gets to the right place at the right time.
Yeah, but that's not very good for his self-esteem, is it? Me going along as his minder.
Only if he realises. You could say that you're starting the search for the dress.
I could, couldn't I?
It's a miracle he even survived, really.
Yeah, him being in that water all the time.
Lucky he had help.
You mean the people he said visited him while he was out there?
Who did visit him?
Yeah, well, I understood there were hallucinations.
What if they weren't, George?
Would you be willing to consider that idea? That what Ike experienced out there was real?
Well, if it helps me and Shay understand, then yeah.
You sure about that?
All I can promise is I'll give it my best shot.
Which is good. Because Ike has something to tell you. And I warn you, it's going to test your beliefs.
Tell me what?
That's for him to do. It's part of his tasks.
What tasks?
We'll get to that.
Well, why couldn't he tell me or Shay this thing earlier?
Well, he's still getting his head around it. Plus, he's scared.
Of me?
Of what he has to do. This thing, George, it involves Laura.
Mate, we got a problem.
Council or conference?
Conference, why?
If it was council, I'd get you to fill out a form. Nature of problem?
Tracy.
Hey, I've been thinking, what if I come with you?
Come with me to Australia.
Yeah. I mean, not to go to the actual conference, but I could start looking at wedding dresses.
Uh-huh.
But I've been looking online and I can't find the website.
Website?
Yeah, the conference website. I Googled it and I got what you would expect when you Google asses, but nothing about the symposium or the organisation for that matter.
Oh, that's weird, because, yeah, it was there when me and Smiler looked.
Do you have the address?
No, I don't. No, not on me.
Oh, well, we can look tonight.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, bye.
So Arses needs a website by this evening?
Yes.
Ideally a website that makes the symposium look so jam-packed full of content of the most mind-boggling tedium that Tracy will not go anywhere near it. Make it really boring.
That would be excellent.
3 of them.
It's Kaitiaki.
With my great-uncle Wuramu. It was really clear what he was telling me, that I needed to sort my life out and get myself straight. And if I promised to do that, then Tangaro would see me right. He'd get me out of this mess. And so I promised, and Tangaro came through. With my second kaitiaki, Anahira. But that's got nothing to do with this. She's one thing that me and Mum are trying to figure out. But with the third kaitiaki...
Sorry. This word,
Kaitiaki.
Kaitiaki.
They're like guardians. You know, they offer us advice and so forth.
You're from the spirit world.
Yeah.
Ghosts.
Well, it's kind of a simplistic take on it.
But they're dead people.
In Ike's case, they are, yeah. Wiramu died back in the 60s.
Sorry. And so one of these kaitiaki, it talked about Laura.
No, it was Laura. I spoke to her, George.
You never met Laura?
Yeah, well, I never met my uncle Wuramu either, but I knew it was him when I saw him. And I knew it was Laura.
A kaitiaki can be anyone, George. Any colour, gender, age you want. The universe is good like that.
So my Laura is Ike's spiritual guardian?
Honestly, it took me by surprise too. But if it's any consolation, she was beautiful. Calm. She must have been an amazing woman.
She was.
George, the thing with kaitiaki is it works both ways. She had something to tell Ike. It's to keep him going, keep him alive. But in return, they asked things of us.
What did she say to you?
Don't be like that dying fly on the windowsill.
Don't be like that dying fly on the windowsill.
Does it mean anything to you?
No?
The spirits honour us, George, with their words, but can be sheer bloody hell working out what they actually mean.
You think this message is for me?
Or for you or someone you know. It's for you to find out.
It's one thing to hear words of wisdom from your mother, but wisdom from the afterlife? That's a far more slippery kettle of fish that raises so many questions, starting with the big one. Do I actually believe there is an afterlife? I'm out of my depth here, Zach, so excuse me if I'm being culturally insensitive, but is this for real?
Kaitiaki? For sure. Ngahuia's family pretty much have a direct line when it comes to the great beyond.
So you believe in
it? It's hard to wrap your head around, I know.
Yeah, you can say that.
But I also know my boy. And George, he's not doing this to be a dick. He saw things out there. He was given messages. And if he believes that they're important, then they probably are.
Oh, hey, sorry, George. We had a defect here. Better internet.
For what?
Oh, it's a long story about we need to build the Arse's website.
And Ike the man when it comes to that stuff.
And we need a website. Why?
Because Tracy was looking for one.
Yeah, and all she found was just a bunch of weirdos looking at bum fetishes.
Plan's going brilliantly then. I'll leave you to it.
I'd just like to thank you, Valerie, for your invaluable years of service as my station support officer, and wish you all the best for your round-the-world cruise.
I knew it. I so knew it.
You're trespassing in a staff-only area. I could arrest you.
But you won't, because you need me. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Hannah. Do you think I don't do my research, Tom?
That's Constable Tom.
Do you think when I come to you, suggesting I be your civilian support officer, I don't already know that your faithful sidekick of all these years is finally hanging up her badge?
You haven't got a badge?
Oh, a badge would have been neat.
Didn't we talk about not talking to Hannah?
She would be good in this job, Tom. She would keep you on your toes.
Thank you, Valerie. Interview me, Tom.
Unfortunately, Valerie's position has been filled.
No, it hasn't.
Oh.
So, you have a position and I'd like to apply for it. And failure to consider me could justify a valid complaint to the Independent Police Conduct Authority.
Hey.
Hey.
How's your day?
My entire body hurts, and I'm not sure whether it's from the stupid surfing or Susie boot camp. So I'm gonna go lie in the ocean until the pain goes away.
Fair enough.
You all right?
Me? Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, how was school?
It's okay. Katie's apparently on a mission to find the numpty's new work experience opportunities, so...
Uh-huh.
Have you lost something?
Does the phrase, "Don't be like that dying fly on the windowsill," mean anything to you?
Is that an actual phrase? Sounds a bit random.
I'll take that as a no.
Yeah, that's a no. Why?
Oh, it's just something that someone said today, that's all.
Hi, Brenda.
Ngahuia. Hi, Ngahuia. Good to see you.
Katie. Hello, Billy. Oh, look at you. No longer that little squirt anymore, eh?
How's Ike?
Working through some stuff, but getting there.
So you staying in town for long?
Well, it depends on Ike.
Oh, what's that pong?
Hello, Ngahuia.
Gotta go. Nice to see you.
Monty?
Ngahuia.
She's in a hurry.
That'll be why. Or that.
What am I missing?
Katie stole Zach off Ngahuia. Well, sort of. And then there was the beetroot incident. And as for Dad, he's been crushing on Ngahuia ever since he lucked in one New Year's Eve.
This town.
George.
Yep.
Is the coast clear?
What?
Can I speak freely?
The kids aren't here, that's what you mean?
Okay, great. Hey, Sean and Ike, they got the website up and running. Mate, they did a smashing job. They made it look as dull as ditch water.
Good for them.
Yeah. Yeah, but maybe a little bit too good. Man, it's dull, eh? All that technical stuff.
Yeah, you sure you're up with all this?
Oh, yeah, me and Smiler, we're all over that.
The business stuff.
I know, boring. Look at where the hotel is. It's in the middle of nowhere. I mean, no decent shopping around for miles.
You really don't want me to come to this thing, do you?
No, I mean, yes, yeah, no, of course I want you to come. I just, like, why would you want to? I mean, really, look at it, why?
Because I'm proud of my man and I want to stand by him.
Well, that is just so much more than I deserve.
So she's sad she's not going with you, and?
And I don't want to leave her like that.
Well, what does it matter?
Well, it matters to me. Okay, look, if she's unhappy here, I'm going to know that over there, and it's just going to throw my game.
Woody, why are you bringing this to me now? I've got other things on my mind.
Because, George, my lies, they come out all mangled, right? But yours, you, mate, they just roll off your tongue like a thing of beauty.
That's not a compliment, Woody.
No, it's not. But what it does mean is that if anyone can explain to Tracy why she can't come to this conference and leave her with a smile on her face, it's you.
You have got to be kidding.
Okay, look, I should have told her. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I should have. But that ship has sailed, all right? And me and you, we're in the donut, George, and we're just bouncing along behind. And she's at the front of the ship, and she's just going, I'm flying, Jack. Are you the only person in the world that hasn't seen Titanic? So what are you saying, George? What, you want us to hit the iceberg?
In the donut?
Oh, okay, look, George, what I'm trying to say is this, okay? I couldn't have got this far without you, mate. So just please, just come on. Just help me get the rest of the way.
Is this about Arlo?
No. Should it be?
No, he's still a star pupil.
Good to know.
So this is about your other man-child then, Woody?
Yes. How did you know?
He left this morning in a strange mood, muttering something about needing to speak to George.
Well, he thinks you're upset and he thinks that I could help.
Upset that he doesn't want me to go to his stupid conference?
Yeah, something like that. Look, if it makes you feel any better, I was something of a professional +1 myself until Laura put a stop to it.
She did?
Yeah, I used to love those things. Staying in nice hotels, thinking I was being supportive. Until one day she took me aside and said it would be better for her if I wasn't there.
How?
Well, she wanted to talk law. She didn't want to worry as to whether her husband was lonely or I was going to embarrass her in front of her bosses. So I stopped going and things were better.
Can I be honest with you, George?
Sure.
I'm not upset. And I don't want to go. But I'm worried about Woody going on his own, and I feel bad for thinking that.
Yeah, I get that. But he'll have Smiler there with him.
Smiler's nice, but he is in his own way another Woody. Aren't you worried about it?
Me?
Well, this is a huge opportunity for them, right?
I guess so.
And for you. As the guy who put up the money to start the company. I would have thought you might be going along too, to protect your investment. Don't you think that might be a good idea?
Yes. That'd be a great idea.
Sit.
Okay. I'm really fast at typing and I know all about computers. Will there be a physical?
What?
Some kind of fitness or medical test?
You're applying for Valerie's job. The most physical thing she ever did was make tea.
Okay. I can make tea, by the way.
Good to know.
So, what's the go around here? Is there like an exam or?
Nope. Just one question.
Cool.
Why?
Why what?
Why in God's name do you want this job?
So I can be a cop?
Okay, new question. Why? You spend most of your life flirting with the wrong side of the law and taking great pleasure in it.
I'm an excellent flirt, so sue me. Because I think I'd be good at it. Because what else am I cut out for? Surfing, waitressing, chasing down summer boys. until I'm this wrinkled old wahine from spending too much time in the water, having one-night stands with guys I don't care about. In other words, some poor, sad woman who's amounted to nothing in the town she loves, where not one single person takes her seriously. When Terry shot through on me, Tom, the old party girl I was went with him. I can't go back to being her.
I will consider it.
Thought the website was up and running.
Oh, it needs to keep ticking over, George. Looking like an evolving being.
You mean real?
Take it you're not down with the whole symposium thing.
I think Woody should have told her the truth.
So you talked to Shay?
About the Laura thing? No, I haven't. I just want to be sure that she's ready for it.
Maybe Woody started out doing that, but we're doing this instead.
Well, quite frankly, I'm surprised you bought into Woody World.
Why?
Because of this path you're on.
What, as the dude who sees dead people?
Yeah, shouldn't you be above this kind of scam?
Is that what this is?
Yeah, on some level, yes. I mean, I thought you were dwelling in a higher plane.
What my kaitiaki gave me, George, it isn't a full-time job. It's not like I'm gonna live naked in the bush and howl at the moon.
No, you're just the guy who passes on the messages.
Hey, I'm trying to figure it out. But I'm still me. I hope.
Must be good having your mum here.
Yeah. She's like Mr. Miyagi and I'm the dumb karate kid.
You're far from dumb, Ike.
I can't give a shit what she deserves. You know that. So I'm just trying to do what's right.
Not always easy.
Sucks.
Where is he? Hey, Georgie. I'm gonna hug you to pieces, mate.
Oh, do you have to? I take it you've spoken to Tracy.
Oh, and mate, she cannot be more happy with this turn of events.
Ignorance is bliss, eh?
The three R's only way to save the world through renewable energy.
The conference isn't real, Smiler.
Well, I find it easier to live the lie if I commit to it 100%.
Yeah, I reckon there's something in that for all of us. Don't you reckon, George?
I have my doubts. Can I be honest and say that I never really thought of Susie as a boot camp person?
I have noticed that I tend to do all the work while she shouts at me.
Yeah, well, as long as it's working for you both.
And did you solve that fly problem?
We have a fly problem?
Apparently we have dead flies on our windowsills.
Dying flies.
Don't be like that dying fly on the windowsill.
Yes.
How do you know about that?
Was this not about actual flies?
It is, but it isn't. Did Mum tell you?
In a manner of speaking.
She swore it was between us. Man, you can't trust anyone these days.
So it has a meaning to you.
Yeah, absolutely. You remember that time you and Uncle Terry went off to sort out his life by eating and drinking away around the Hunter Valley? And Mum took time off work to stay home and be Mum?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I didn't deal so well with the fact that I didn't get to go with you, and I may have stirred up some major strife at school. Mum had to sit in the principal's office while she ripped into me, gave me this huge speech about how I was wasting my life. And in the middle of it, the principal said, "Shay, don't be like that dying fly on the windowsill." Anyway, then Mum went all scary lawyer on it and all the charges were dropped. And afterwards, when we walked out of the office, she said, "What the hell was the thing with the dying fly all about?" And I cracked up. And then she cracked up. So we made it this thing between us. That if I was ever goofing around, she would tell me not to be that dying fly. Man, I can't believe she told you.
She didn't.
You just said she did.
No, I said in a manner of speaking. She told Ike. Ike told me.
Mum was one of those people who visited Ike out at sea. And she told him the dying fly story.
That's what he says.
Okay. That's freaky. And also kind of underwhelming for a message from beyond the grave.
It's not a message from beyond the grave.
Well, it ticks all the boxes. There's a dead person and a message from...
I'm the one who told Ike about it. We were in bed in his caravan when we first hooked up, and there was this fly, and it was on the windowsill, dying. And I told him how the principal said, "Don't be like that dying fly on the windowsill."
Inspirational.
Funny how the mind works.
Monty, stop looking at the door. It's pathetic.
It's called hope, Dad.
Ngahuia's not the sort of woman to make the same mistake twice.
She might be.
Now lay off the cologne, will you? You'd make a rhino's eyes water.
To be honest, I think it was the cologne that did the trick last time.
Yeah, well, she fled straight after.
Table, boss?
Don't call me that. And I'm here to pick up. Didn't feel like cooking.
So you've made up your mind then?
You're on a short list.
Of one?
Can't put numbers on it at this stage.
What if I was to wow you with my incredible powers of deduction? Would that sway things my way?
The deduction of what, exactly?
It has come to my attention, all is not as it seems in our sleepy town. Members of our community have been gathering behind closed doors, coming up with a secret plan which involves a badly titled conference in a faraway place. Which all seems pretty suspicious if you ask me.
Don't know what you're on about.
I'm on about how Woody can't marry Tracy because he's already got a wife in Australia.
How did you work all that out?
When it comes to flushing out a weak link in a conspiracy of silence, I have skills. Tell me.
I can't.
Oh, tell me, or I'll keep doing this. Ow. Every time I see you walking down the street, I'll come up behind you.
Ow, stop.
No, I won't. And you will never see it coming.
Okay, I will tell you.
Do you seriously think you could blackmail your way into this job?
Hey, no, this isn't blackmail. That would be horrible, and I would never do that. I seriously thought you would be impressed by how I figured this out. Kind of like a cop.
Well, all right. You can have the job.
Yes! You will not regret this.
I already am.
Fiona, first of all, the bad news. Even though I love you, I quit. Sorry? Now for the good news. You are looking at the new sheriff in town.
Yep, it's not. Station support officer.
Ah, same diff. Shots are on me.
Sorry.
I have a feeling you will be. Linguini?
I gotta tell you, having George on board has just taken a load off my mind. I mean, it's taken a load of all of our minds, eh?
Yeah, right. Hey, you might need a tie for the Saturday night cocktail party.
Oh, no, George will have ties. I'll just borrow one of his. And a nice shirt. Maybe some pants.
Woody? I just want you to know that I'm really proud of you for doing this. So I got you something.
Is that a ring?
What?
Because I haven't got you one yet. Which I will. You just figured you'd get in first.
It's not a ring, Woody.
Oh, sorry. It's... Oh.
I got the art design teacher to do them up for you. I thought it might help with the networking. You do know what networking is, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm off for a surf. Shay's boot camping. You right to get to school?
Yeah, I'll get the bus.
Hey, George.
Lindsay, I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, it was kind of late when I rocked up. Come on, we'll miss the bus. See ya.
Hey, are you okay with the whole mum thing?
Well, first I was angry about it. I mean, what right did Ike have talking to her? And then I was angry about being angry about something that I don't even believe in. The hereafter and all that stuff. And now, I can't help but wonder if the message isn't for me. You know, something has to change.
Like what?
I have no idea.
Well, as long as you're not overthinking it.
I made a necklace out of flies once. Big blowflies. My dad drew the line when he found me trying to superglue fishing line to some live ones so that I could have these matching earrings that buzzed around my head. But enough about me. Back to you and your search for hidden meaning. It's pretty obvious, isn't it?
Is it?
The fly thing is a crap metaphor by your principal to get you to stop wasting your life. Same deal here, which is what you and me are sorting here and now.
Except for one thing. I told Ike what the principal said. Not about the mum part of it.
So?
So, what the hell right does Ike have talking to my mum?
Hey.
Hey. You were right. I can't go to Australia. The whole thing's just a huge mistake.
Now you decide this.
I was awake all last night and it's just, there's only one answer, and that is to... I'm going to have to break up with Tracy and just... I'm going to move far, far away.
And now you're going off the deep end there, mate.
I don't deserve her, mate.
You two are perfect for each other.
No, we're not, George, okay? Because she's good and she's pure and she's honest, and well, mate, I'm a dirty, rotten liar. And I've even turned you into one as well. So I'm a terrible mate, and I'm going to make an even worse husband. Again.
Look, you love Tracy. In the end, that's all that counts. We're all just trying to figure this out. Some are just better at it or quicker at it than others. I was the same with Laura. It's not something you can throw away willy-nilly because you never know when you might find it again.
I'm not a dunger of a mate.
Nah. And you'll be a much better husband this time, too.
Yeah. Yeah. George, you're the shiz, mate.
Yeah. So maybe telling Tracy the truth isn't such a crazy idea after all, eh?
Nah, that's never been an option. Nah, but if true love is all that counts, it doesn't matter how I make Tracy Miss Woodson, just so long as I do. I appreciate that.
That's not what I meant, Woody.
No, I got it.
Woody!
Thanks, mate.
That's not what I meant.
Shay.
Ike? I went to your place. Zach said you were here.
And here I am.
Doing computer stuff for the paper. Working with my dad.
I guess I am, given that's his desk.
He never mentioned this.
I think he's still getting used to the idea himself. Also, he probably didn't want to upset you.
Probably. He did tell me about the dying fly thing, though. About Mum talking to you.
Hey, I'm sorry about that. I just, kind of felt like I was crashing your world. That she should have been talking to you, not me, you know?
Yeah, you're right. She should have been. But I guess it's not like she gave you a choice.
So what do you think she was actually saying?
Okay. I have a couple of theories. On the face of it, I think she might have been telling you not to die. To keep fighting.
Yeah, that's the way I took it at the time.
And maybe we shouldn't look for anything beyond that.
Maybe not.
Go, Mum.
Go, Laura. What's your other theory?
That the message was for me. That you and me, we were the flies. Going nowhere, spinning around in little circles, slowly dying.
Well, in that case, I guess it's a good thing that we're finally over.
It is.
We bear farewell gifts for your mighty journey. Coffee and a bacon and egg.
Thanks.
Still can't believe you're going to a conference on solar panels.
It's not really about the solar panels, it's more to support Woody.
Yeah, and to protect your investment.
Yeah, something like that. How many decent bags in this house?
Dad, are you
Okay. You mean, am I okay that Laura Your mother, my wife, popped into Weld to say hi, but just, it's not to us.
Yeah, if you believe in that stuff.
Yeah, well, I think I do. And no, I'm not okay with it. And this might be selfish or wrong or both, but I can't help thinking that I missed out, that we missed out.
Yeah, I felt the same way. I mean, why talk to Ike? But then I figured maybe she was using him to teach me something.
Or maybe she just didn't want to see me. I can't help but wonder if I've done something to offend her.
Maybe she was just being mum and lending a hand where it was most needed. And whatever that means to you or me, or us or Ike, or... You know, at least he lived to tell the story.
It's Mum. Always putting others first.
Yeah. Maybe she feels that we didn't need a visit. That we're doing just okay. If you believe in that kind of stuff.
Works for me.
I'll take that.
Come on, you'll be late for your flash conference.
Thanks, but I really don't want to go.
Have fun, Dad.
Wisdom is more than a box that gets ticked at the bottom of the CV of your life. It's how, when nothing makes sense, you figure out how to do the right thing by your kids, your mates, your one true love. Because they, more than all else, bring you joy and clarity. And what else truly matters?
Smile, George. It's a conference, not a funeral.
Woody.
I hear Hannah was cycling down the main road wearing nothing but a road cone last night.
Should have got a photo of that, Tom.
I'm gonna miss you, babe.
Oh, you'll be back before you know it.
Yeah, but I really love you. You know that, eh?
Woody, it's just a conference. And you have George to look after you.
And me.
Yeah, and Smiler, he'll be looking after you too.
Yeah.
I love you.
Thank you. There's plenty of yours. Better bloody work, George Turner.